regional instability in South Asia, and India's own internal security threats, which include everything from urban terrorism to armed insurgencies, have been big problems for India's long-term peace and stability. India has a small fleet of UAVs that are not armed and are only used for civilian and paramilitary purposes. On the other hand, Pakistan's drone power, which is backed by China and Turkey, could give India a new headache though. Today on Athena Defense, we'll discuss India's efforts to increase the effectiveness of its drone capabilities. The Indian military has been using unmanned aerial vehicles for more than a decade. They have about 100 Searcher Mk2 and 60 Heron systems. But it is very important to tell the difference between UAVs and UCAVs. The main goal of UAVs is to do reconnaissance and surveillance in real time. On the other hand, UCAVs are armed versions that can carry bombs and missiles. The Indian Air Force now uses Heron UAVs near the line of actual control between China and India. Since Heron systems can work up to a height of 30,000 feet, they are perfect for surveillance missions in mountains and other high-altitude areas. Also, the Air Force reportedly plans to buy additional Harop drones with electro-optical sensors to hover over high-value military targets. Once a desired target has been found, these systems are used to kamikaze into it, making it more dangerous than India's current fleet of Herons and Searcher Mk2 surveillance UAVs. Nevertheless, armed unmanned aerial vehicles are what India actually needs. And India has a strategy for this matter. India wants to move forward with its Project Cheetah as part of the Make in India initiative. This would include Indian defense companies giving Israeli Heron drones the ability to carry out strikes, basically turning them into armed UAVs. The Indian Air Force plans to keep improving its drones by working with Indian defense companies. This is because the Indian government has either put on hold or cancelled all major defense import agreements. Under this project, Israel will help India upgrade and arm its Heron drones so they can carry out offensive missions against the enemy. Soon, Indian defense companies will take over Project Cheetah and equip it with missiles and other cutting-edge surveillance tools. The Searcher Israeli surveillance drone that is used by the Indian Army cannot be armed because of their smaller size. The project would cost between $600 and $800 million. The Air Force originally launched Project Cheetah in 2013. The IAF had plans to modernize the Herons that they were using at the time. A decision was made afterward to modify the Herons while they were still in use by the Army and Navy. A proposal to purchase more heavily armed Predator drones from the US was also in place, but it was abandoned due to the device's high cost. India leased 5 Heron Mark II drones made in Israel last year. 2 of them are now serving, and another pair will join them shortly. The Heron Mk2 is an upgraded version of the Heron UAV, which is employed by the Israeli Air Force and is active with more than 20 other organizations across the globe. It has medium-altitude, long-endurance capabilities. The drone is a tactical and adaptable aircraft that makes use of the most cutting-edge technology created by Israeli aerospace industries to date. The Heron Mark II is powered by a Rotax 916 engine and can fly for 45 hours non-stop, reach a height of 35,000 feet, and travel at a top speed of 140 knots. The drone's body is bigger and stronger than its predecessor, thanks to the advancements in manufacturing technology, making routine inspections and repairs simpler and faster, without increasing the aircraft's overall mass. By turning these drones into armed drones, the Indian Air Force would able to keep a credible threat against Pakistan and China. High Altitude, Long Endurance, or HALE, is a group of unmanned aerial systems that can fly for up to 10 days at 65,000 feet and even 20 days at 20,000 to 25,000 feet. Medium Altitude Long Endurance, or MALE, flies between 10,000 feet and 30,000 feet for about a day or two. These drones are capable of performing a variety of missions, including providing assistance for warfare, surveillance, and reconnaissance. Additionally, India is working on its own indigenous MALE and HALE projects. India's Rustom 2 UAVs are capable of ascending to the height of 28,000 feet, and they have an endurance level of 10 hours. However, DRDO is now focusing on its endurance. The Defense Research and Development Organization anticipates that the Rustom 2 will have a flying duration of more than 18 hours, while operating at an altitude of 28,000 feet. When it comes to HALE drones, there are already a number of projects in the works. The Combat Air Teaming Systems is a bigger, more ambitious project that involves a team of different types of drones that, when working together, can make it impossible for a pilot to lose control of the airspace. CATS drone is a deep penetration aerial attack system that enables a fighter pilot to remain safely within the country's borders, while being able to deploy missiles or swarms of drones deep into enemy territory to destroy targets. India started its stealth drone program after the United States refused to sell it Avenger armed drones in 2017. This forced India to look for indigenous solutions to fulfill its requirement for an unmanned aircraft with a low radar cross-section, high endurance, and high speed for intelligence, surveillance, reconnaissance, and precision strike missions. India has successfully completed the first flight of an unmanned autonomous flying wing technology demonstrator, which is a preliminary but essential step on the path to ultimately constructing a full-fledged stealth warfare drone that is capable of shooting missiles and delivering bombs. The aircraft demonstrated a flawless flight while operating in the completely autonomous mode. This included a flawless takeoff, navigation to all of the waypoints, and a gentle landing. This flight represents a key milestone in demonstrating vital technologies towards the development of future unmanned aircraft, and it is also a significant step toward achieving self-reliance in such crucial military technology. The Russian NPO Saturn 36MD turbofan engine provides propulsion for the Swift spacecraft. Additionally, India is focusing on developing a homegrown engine to power the aircraft. That's all for today. Please let us know in the comment section how you feel about the video. Lastly, don't forget to subscribe to my channel and give this video a thumbs up. And I'll catch you in the next one.